He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show. We go to Greencastle, Indiana, where the case is now closed in an accidental shooting that happened back on September 9th. Authorities say they have fully investigated the incident in which a young male shopper in his 20s was wounded when the unholstered handgun he had tucked into the waistband of his pants discharged accidentally. And there will be no charges filed in the case. The shooter/victim, is this written by AI or a college kid? Jesus. Reportedly suffered, they literally typed shooter/victim, reportedly suffered a gunshot wound to his lower leg and groin area when he bent over while shopping in an incident that occurred just after 6 p.m. Greencastle Assistant Police Chief Ed Wilson said that officers filed a report after interviewing witnesses and watching surveillance video in which the man can be seen hopping around on one leg. After turning the report over to the prosecutor's office for review, it was determined no criminal charges would be filed since no one else was in the vicinity of the shoe department when the handgun discharged. Because if you're going to be charged, you have to be... No one was actually put in harm's way. Well, bullshit. Was anyone else in the store?
Yeah, it's one of those weird, like, you know, if you get drunk and run yourself into a tree, was anyone else really harmed? And you're like, well, they could have been, so you're going to get charged. Yeah. But technically, you only hurt yourself.
I do like that they're sort of like, he's been punished enough already. We're just going to let it go. Like, he shot himself in the leg. So, all right. So, I got a new gun this past week, or last week. Now, I meant to talk about this on the last episode, but Jeff was all full of piss and vinegar, so I got distracted and completely forgot to come back. I posted a topic last week, gun parts that went to Jesus. Okay? This has to do with my new gun. So,
oh, no.
Remember how I was talking about I wanted to buy a TSOS 1911?
Yes.
Well, Tuesday and Wednesday last week, I had to be in Aberdeen for work training. And on the way back, a guy I was riding back with, he had located some lever-action rifle, a Marlin, he'd been looking for forever, a 4570. So he stopped at this little gun store near Watertown, South Dakota called Cone's Corner, spelled with K's, by the way. And I'd never been there before. I'd heard of it, and it's a great little gun shop. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. It's not in town. It's out in the country, and it also is like a gas station and, snack shop, whatever. Convenience store, but mostly gun shop. And so I'm walking around while he's doing his background check and so on and so forth. And I'm walking by the pistol aisle or the pistol cabinet. And, there's a Century 1911. Oh, it's like $400. But it's a Century. No, if I'm going to drop like cheap money on a 1911, it's going to be a TSOS because I heard from people that the TSOS is solid for being cheap. And then I looked down at the bottom and there's one. A 1911 A1, all black, TSOS 1911. And I'm like, oh, how much is it? Oh, no, it's $359.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm buying it. Shit, I can't walk away from this. It's literally what I've been looking for. So throw it on the credit card, buy it. My purchase was over really quick because I had a permit and the other guy didn't. So I got to skip the background check. And I don't know what was going on that day, but if they were doing it by messenger pigeon or whatever. So I get it. And, I took it apart. Well, let me rephrase. I'd never taken a 1911 apart before, and I learned that 1911s are a pain in the dick to take apart.
Yep.
I had no idea how big of a pain in the dick they are to take apart, because had I known how big a pain in the dick they are, I would have known that sometimes your guide rod can go to Jesus.
Yes.
And mine went to Jesus temporarily. And it was gone. Like, I tore my gunroom apart. I cleaned it too, trying to look for it, because I had to move stuff to try and find where it might have ended up. And it was just gone. Gone. It disappeared. I even called in my wife to come look, because it's not lost until Crystal says it's not there. And she looked everywhere. Did not find it. Now, I have this brand new 1911 that is completely non-functional because I lost the guide rod.
That sucks.
Yep. And that's not a part you can usually just find at a local gun store. I mean, there's some that probably carry them, but the odds weren't great. I was going to find one locally. So go to brownells.com. Oh, there's one for like $13 and however many cents, an EGW. The black one's out of stock. I have to get the stainless one. Fine, whatever. So I order it. I even, out of spite for myself, like hoping it would be here in time, because I had an intro class and planned to use the gun in the intro class. And I paid, I didn't pay for all the extra shipping. I paid for some of the extra shipping. I got that son of a bitch 2 days later. The same day I found the fucking guide rod.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I knew if I ordered one, I would find it.
Yeah.
But I had to order one because it was gone. Like, it was gone. And I found it in, it's so dumb. One of the first things I moved was a Shields bag. You know, they have those thick, heavy green bags for like bullets and ammo.
Yep.
There was a box of extreme bullets I had in there that I purchased, I don't know, a long time ago. And I moved that immediately to get it out of the way so I could look for the guide rod. And then when I was going to ship my ammo, I needed a bag to haul those boxes of ammo around in while I was looking for a place to shop. And I that's where it was. It was inside that bag. As much as I don't want to, it's not that I dislike, really neat people like Bruce, whose gun room is immaculate, and everything has a place and everything is easy to find. That's not how I roll. I can't remain that organized. I wish I was that organized.
Same.
Because then I would be able to find stuff more easily. But
yeah, I'm fucking terrible about that shit.
Yeah.
ADHD is fun, and that's why 1911 suck.
I got it put back together though, and I took it out and shot it, and I have a 16-round review for you.
Okay.
I shot I take that back. 24-round review. One thing that's good about the T-Sauce 1911, it comes with a Mec-Gar mag.
Okay.
Now, Mec-Gar, I don't know anything about 1911 mags, but I know Mec-Gar makes good mags. And when I saw, Mec-Gar mag, okay, maybe I won't have any trouble with this magazine. And through 24 rounds, I've had zero problems with that mag. So this is basically as good as any YouTube review you'll ever see.
I mean, yeah.
24 rounds, that's enough to totally rate it.
Yeah. I mean, it's seen more rounds than most 1911s as well.
All 24 rounds I fired. The first 16 I fired just slow fire, just aiming. It's a government M19A1 or 1911A1. So it does not have much for sights. The rear is a dovetail. The front is just a machined bump in the front. So the sights kind of suck. All black. But it hits where you're aiming. And then I shot some doubles with it. And if I would have been able to hold on to the gun, the grips are really slippery. Had I been able to hold on to the gun, like, it would have felt fantastic to shoot doubles with. Because it was returning okay. My support hand just kept slipping every single time. And
yeah, there's no space for it. That was always my biggest issue when I shot 1911s.
I don't think that's my issue. I think the issue is super slippery grips. So since I went with a $360 1911, why would I pluck down $75-$80 for lock grips for it? No, I went to Amazon and I ordered some $15 G10 grips made by somebody. I don't know who. So same material, but way cheaper. They got to be better than the ones that are on it.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like some of the fancier grips out there. Whether or not they are actually that good, who knows? We'll find out. But I'll do another 24-round review on that next week.
new bit.
24-round gun reviews.
We borrow someone's competition gun. It's just one mag.
All right. We're going to shoot this MPA open gun. 24 rounds. Yeah, it's literally one magazine. All right. Well, it malfunctioned like crazy. Why? Well, someone doesn't know how to crimp.
I don't know. Not my fault. Moving on.
So anyway. All right. Jeff, why does USPSA need an indoor range?
Well, one of the complaints in the thread from the other day was how bad the wind was at Area 3. And, you know, we've all shot matches in the rain. We've all shot them. Those of us north of the Mason-Dixon line have shot them with snow on the ground before. So it begs the question, USPSA is a semi-largish organization. Why is there no giant indoor facility for us to do major or like nationals at? That'd be cool as fuck. And then we could eliminate all things and it would just be the pure autism of each shooter and nothing else.
An indoor range that you could hold a nationals at?
Yeah. So there's one. So CZ's kind of got one, I think. The one that Eric Raffel at least lives in the basement of. And then there was one in Russia that was super cool because basically, I think I've seen maybe one in the Philippines.
But are they actually
Thailand.
big enough to? Is it actually all indoors, or is it just got sort of a roof over it?
So
that Russian one just has some sort. Isn't it like more of a baffle system over it, or is it an actual roof? Like it's outdoors, so it's not enclosed.
Yeah, it's not fully enclosed, but it's like the walls are high and there is a roof, but there's a gap between the two.
Yeah, it's
And
covered.
so-
It's not indoors.
Right. So I don't know. It was one of those snarky answers I had to someone bitching about it, and it made me think back to the difference between professional sports played indoors and played outdoors, and how it changes the game in certain ways. Michelle, one of our lovely sponsors, MW Activewear, her and Todd talk about how North Dakota State used to be like, or was the high school? I don't know. North Dakota used to win every single championship because the game was held at the last year's champions field, and it'd be held in like October or November, and so there would be like 2 feet of snow on the ground. And so the other teams from like Texas wouldn't know what to do about it being so cold, and they would just pound them into the dirt. And then once they had to do it indoors, they started losing again.
I mean, it would be great if there was just like a range, but if there's a range, then it's going to be all. One thing about nationals is they are still kind of regional.
Yep.
You know, it's in Utah. I bet there's a large number of slips of people shooting at nationals this year compared to when they were in Ohio. You know, I bet the number of people is pretty different. The number of South Dakotans that will shoot a nationals if they have a nationals out at the new range in Rapid City. I'm guessing there's going to be way more South Dakotans than average shooting nationals.
Yeah.
You know, it is still largely geographical to a certain extent. As far as indoors, that's a tall order. Like just the land alone to put a range on now, Jesus Christ. Like that's a lot of, not most of the cost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just remarkable to me that, you know, as big of a cultural tentpole as gun ownership is to a lot of the country, we don't have like kick-ass killer awesome facilities compared to countries that we look down on for their gun policies.
But only rich people shoot in those countries though.
Right.
Like that's also the big difference. Like, yeah, there's a great big indoor shooting range in Russia. Only the oligarchs are shooting there and their children, you know. It's here, there's a lot more, and I don't mean this to say they're low income, they're just lower than the rich people in Europe who are shooting IPSC. You know, more regular blue collar people are shooting USPSA that are not sort of independently wealthy. So, and the matches are happening at public ranges or cheap to shoot at ranges. Like my club We rented our land from the city of Canton for $1 for 99 years. Okay. We don't own the land. We have a really cheap lease. So, and I'm guessing there are some other clubs that are sort of that way, or it's some sort of public land that is administered in a certain way, and that's how it happens. Like a lot of ranges are not just... Not a lot of ranges are just private ranges. I mean, they do exist. I mean, there's... that's not a public club or like a nonprofit club. There's only one around me that I can think of.
Yeah.
Where it's actually a business.
Yeah. The only one that was near Omaha, I found out did not own their land because someone bought that land out from under them and was like, nah, we don't want you to do that anymore. So they lost their outdoor facility.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just one of those things that people were bitching about. And I was like, hey, I mean, if we, rejigger it, we've talked about it before, of the idea of making nationals for like GMs and M's only, or A's and above or whatever, and just making it a smaller match that can be done at a smaller facility.
This was the thing I meant. I forgot to say this in the last episode. You just reminded me of it. A solution that might make all those GMs happy that want to get their free gun when they win a match, is to literally have an invite, a completely merit-based nationals, like the actual nationals.
Yeah.
Like, don't even call it nationals, just call it the USPSA championship.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Now, this would not take away any existing nationals. This would just be one more event in addition to the current nationals. This is just an idea, but it would be different. It is the one match that is not open to all members.
Right.
You must be invited. I am 100% fine with this.
Well, and someone else pointed out in that long thread, make it you get an invitation if you win your division or you're the top 5 in your division at an area match.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
On top of it, but I mean, it's going to be fucking exclusive. Like, right. How many per division? Now, okay, there's some divisions, I'm sorry, we're not having the L10 championship.
Right.
We're not having the Revolver championship. At this point, I would say production's not worth having.
Right. Single stack, probably not.
Probably not limited. It's basically going to be 4 divisions.
Yep.
CO, LO, Open, and PCC. Now, I know there's some places where limited is doing better than PCC, but like around here, there's more PCC than limited, and it's not close.
Right. And yeah, I mean, that to me, and personally, I think you could also exclude PCC and give it its own national so that you're actually testing PCC. Anyways, but like, I love the idea of, like you said, the invitation championship that you have to earn a slot for, have to finish top.
And here's the thing with this. It would have, the paradigm's a little different because matches are massive because they have to accommodate a lot of people.
Yep.
Okay, in this case, we're talking maybe 5 squads worth of people.
Yeah,
maybe 6.
Maybe yeah. Especially if it's just the 3 divisions, and
you wouldn't even have to have full squads. You could have like smaller. I'm thinking like 16 per division that are recognized that have enough activity throughout the year.
That seemed like, I was thinking top 20, but top 16. That's a completely reasonable number. You have to put the cutoff somewhere.
Yeah,
and
it could be 20. 16 popped into my head.
Right. And so you have these people, you can't shoot multiple divisions. So it has none of this like, we have multiple nationals so that Nils can...
you would have to shoot one division. Like the majority of your activity fee for the year, or the activity of your member number, would have to be in that division to qualify for this. Like whatever that minimum amount is, Like, just because you shoot a couple club matches in CO and you mainly shoot LO, like, no, that wouldn't prohibit you. But, like every level 2 and above match you shoot that year, and you would have to qualify. Now, whether the qualifying happens, okay, you shoot the whole year, and then at the end of the year, okay, we announce who's going to be shooting the USPSA championship, and then it happens sometime the next year. I don't know. Like,
right. And again, if we could find an indoor facility for these 5-6 squads or whatever, then you could do it indoors, and then we could do it in December. But
you can't just do it in Arizona or Florida. That's also an option.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, 100%.
Because we don't need as many. Yeah. Now, the question comes down to how many stages should it be?
Yeah.
I don't think it needs to be 20 stages.
No.
And it could also be, because it's literally a 16-person match.
Yep.
Like, it just has to be a test. Enough stages for a test. I'm thinking like 10 stages.
I don't think that's unreasonable. Like
10 to 12 top.
10 to 12, maybe in a 2-day format, or like Area 3, the half morning, half afternoon, or
something
whatever.
Something like that, yeah. Where you don't have to shoot them all in one day.
Yep. I think it's a great idea to kind of bridge the gap, because then the invitational means something. Like it's important that you can hold it up as like, oh, those are the top of the top doing their work. And so I love the idea. I think it's a great compromise that makes, because like, okay, just to use simple math, let's say it's 24 per division. We're using 3 divisions. So the top 3 from each area match in their division.
Oh, there you go. Yep. There's a okay. Top 3 gives you 24 from each area match. But what if
two 12-man squads?
Okay, this would require you to shoot your own area match.
Right. You can. You have to. It has to be your area that you live in.
You can still shoot the other area matches, but
they don't count. Like you could win all 7 of them, but you have a malfunction that takes you to 4th at your home one. You're not going to the invitation.
Is that? And I don't love that either, because
why?
One random malfunction knocks nils out.
Yeah, I mean, that's how sports work. We are a sport. The NASCAR can be decided because your tire blew.
Then it should be based on more than one match.
Why?
You must place in the top 3 at your area match, or else you don't. So section matches in your area don't count?
Well, then you can use the other matches as like you said, the activity. You have to have an activity rating of X, or if it could make it so the area matches also have a filter.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, is it, hey, to get into the area match, you have to shoot your section match, and there can be.
But a
levels
lot of area matches are before, like Area 3 was before the Missouri section match,
right? And that's one of the intricacies and odysseys.
I'm not trying to figure that part out. There will be some method of selection to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 16 to 24 shooters per division.
Yeah. And then it can be a professional thing that, hey,
here's the other part. Part of why I want to keep it a smaller number is because then, now you don't have to have a lot of staff for this.
Correct.
You just need staff for that squad or that division.
Yeah. You could literally have...
You don't need a ton of staff.
Let's say that we had 24. They're divided into 6 12-man squads. You need 18 staff members, a Mr. Fix-It, an RM, and an MD.
Yeah.
So...
Like, the staff would be you wouldn't need a lot of staff. You could have a little extra.
Yeah,
just to make it go smoothly. Even, hey, make it staff reset. Let's jerk that chicken while we're here.
If this is supposed to be the premium best match put on by anyone ever, every year, do everything to make it.
And here's the kicker. Here's where I'm going to knock everybody on their ass. There is no entry fee.
Yeah.
It is 100% subsidized paid for by USPSA to crown the champion.
Yeah. Because one of the things is it's not a sales opportunity for the gun companies, unfortunately, because
they can't just stick somebody into it.
Well, yeah. Well, they can't stick someone into it, and whoever wins it. I mean, Nils probably did sell a lot of Canics when he.
I think he sold a lot of Canics. Like,
but I don't know. I don't know that Sailor. I don't even know I don't even know what open gun he shoots. Like, that's how little I care about. And I'm in the sport, let alone
shoots Infinity, but I don't know.
That would make the most sense. Them or Atlas, but it's because like pro race car drivers, they used to sell cars, and that was kind of why they did NASCAR and all that shit. And
yeah, because there's nothing Toyota about the Toyota,
right? Because they used to what was it? Race on Sunday, sell on Monday, or something like that.
Yeah.
And our sport doesn't have that because the IndyCar, like the Ford 500 or the Toyota 500 or whatever, like the car company can pay to have a race and be like, oh, look at how great our cars are, and herp. Like, gun companies don't give a shit because the average gun owner doesn't actually care about the performance of the gun that much.
Okay,
so
now I've already decided this whole topic should have been not behind the paywall.
Okay,
so I'm gonna I'm leaving this part in, and I'm gonna write it down. But before Jeff goes on and on, I'm writing down that at this point we're going to have the edit for the Patreon. This will all be so you're getting an extra long episode if you're not a Patreon, because I think my idea is pretty good.
I think it's a really good.
It could be scaled down or up, doesn't matter. There just needs to be like 10, 12 stages. It's the USPSA Championship, invite only, no match fee. I mean, sure, if they have sponsors there to like hand the winners a new gun and, have their banners on shit for video, great. Because there's no match fee, then I don't want there to be a cash prize. So, like, sure, a sponsor hands the winners a gun, whatever it is.
Yep.
But anyway, that's my idea. I have no idea how to select it. And, talk about controversy. There'd be so much.
Oh, yeah, because everyone from let's say it's the 16 number, everyone from 17th to 30th is going to be like, what the fuck? One mic here or one this there. And you're like, yep, that's the sport.
Patreon.com/Not Another Shooting Show. It's only $3.57 a month, and you will get all of the rest of this episode and all of the Friday episodes, or all of the Friday episodes. Does that make sense? Is that clear?
Yes.
As mud in a murky catfish pond. Patreon.com/Not Another Shooting Show. Only $3.57 a month. You'll get the rest of this episode.